Good morning and welcome to Riding with Gravity. I want to talk very briefly about practice tips for new riders. As a new rider, one of the big things is just habit and discipline. Some people get up every morning and they go for a jog or they go to the gym. I get up and I go for a motorcycle ride. I don't want to get rusty, and sometimes if there's too many days between rides, I feel rusty, and when I was learning, I really was dedicated to that. So it's about discipline of getting out there. I also went out really early, so I was riding usually between 5:30 and 7 just because there was less traffic, and I was seeking out roads where I could practice so that I could practice comfortably. And to the observer, I was just riding around town, but what I was doing is finding the city streets and different places where I could practice different things. And that made it really enjoyable, but also I had a plan. So every day I went out, I had a plan. Where am I going to ride? And what am I going to practice? The only other thing I wanted to share on the way that I learned how to ride is to take notes. So every time I went for a ride, I came back and I took notes. What did I do well? What did I not do well? What do I need to work on? Where am I going to go tomorrow? And that really helped me. It taught me the things that I needed to practice that I was already good at, and the things I needed to practice that I needed to work on more, so I could apply some focus. That really helped. You don't have to do it forever, right? I think I recorded my first 20 rides, and then I realized that I had kind of graduated from my personal training program, and I stopped taking notes at that point. If you can record your rides, I would certainly recommend it, because I did learn a lot by watching the way that I was riding. So if you can record them, that's great too. But if nothing else, just take notes. It's really helpful. And then have a plan when you go out. I'll put a list of the things that I practiced when I was learning in the early days of riding. A lot of what you would expect: starting smoothly, stopping smoothly with both brakes, getting my left foot down, not duck footing on the bike, using my turn signals, practicing shifting smoothly, getting up to highway speeds, riding in traffic, emergency braking. But there's a lot of stuff that I think people don't really think about practicing, like practice moving your bike around when you're not sitting on the bike. I mentioned practice getting on the interstate. I think it's really important to practice getting up to those kinds of speeds before you commit to actually getting on the interstate, because it's about comfort and being comfortable in traffic and so forth. So I had a lot of things on my list, if I wanted to get super detailed, that I wanted to practice. But I hope you find that helpful. Just get out there and ride, and find the times of day that are going to work for you, and be comfortable being uncomfortable. Happy riding.